I am E. Jones. This is the first episode of the Sneaker and Fashion Edition. Y'all see, I didn't come to play. I didn't come to play. I got the Oregon Ducks on right now, as y'all can see. Shout out to Oregon sports, Oregon football team who was in the college football playoffs. You see the Ducks on the side, though. There they go. There you go. Shout out to Oregon. And they didn't make it, obviously, but I'm supporting them. These was one of my pickups of 2025 that we'll talk about, too. But, yeah, basically, this is the Sneaker and Fashion Edition. And how this all came about is my love for sneakers. You know, basically, since I was young, I used to beg my mom all the time. Like literally, my mom could tell you, like, she spent thousands of dollars. Big ups to my mom, man. But yeah, she's to blame. Yeah. So maybe one day I'll have her on the show. But she is definitely to blame for my love and my passion because she fed it. Yeah, she fed it. And but big ups to her. And from a young age, from I think about 8 or 9. About 8 or 9 is when I finally realized that I love sneakers. And, the sneaker community now is at an all-time high, you know what I mean? So, and we'll get into that and the history of sneakers, as, episodes, come and they go. But one thing for sure is we were supposed to start this first episode with Travis at his house. So we're going to be doing a lot of those too, which will be on the YouTube channel. We'll recap some of those episodes too in studio on certain episodes that we do, but we will be going to a lot of sneaker collectors that I know, a lot of their prize possessions, their prize feet pieces, as we would call it. We're gonna go to their house and we're gonna check them out and we're gonna, check out their collection. So that'll be coming up. I know we got Travis, we got Martell coming up, big ups to Fifth. We going down to Richmond, check him out, and we got some other people that are been reaching out. So I'm pretty excited about that. And another, on another note, another reason how this all started too is this. Well, 2 summers ago I started this at the Thompson League. The Thompson League is every summer here in Charlottesville, Virginia, at the Thompson League Park, Benjamin Thompson League Park, right there off of Cherry Avenue, and about 2 blocks away. And it started there. The first year, which was year before last, it was kind of like a introduction. It wasn't really, I was kind of playing with it. I really didn't know really what I wanted to do with it. And it was just like, oh yeah, just a bunch of thoughts. I would film people here and there. The next year came, which was 2025, which we just left out, and we're in 2026. But it was 2025. I decided I wanted to take it more serious. I said, hey, this is something I want to do. This is something I want to take serious. And just like how life goes, when you're up, sometimes you come down. I've been collecting sneakers for a long time. And I've been on both ends. I've been on the end of having a lot, and I've been on the other end of people taking from me. So this past summer, I was robbed. My storage got broken into. It was definitely it wasn't an isolated event. It wasn't me just being isolated. It was just a random, my unit was the one that they went to, along with other units. In that unit was a lot of sneakers, a lot of my grails, and a lot of sneakers that I've been collecting for a long time. And it made me think about a lot of different things. One, shoes are shoes. They can be replaced. Shoes are shoes. They can't replace life. So that was one thing I thought about. The next was I can always replace it, and everything's happened for a reason. So I was very down. I didn't even know if I wanted to do the Thompson League in general, because what I do at the Thompson League, I'm a sports, I call it games on YouTube Live and Facebook. And I didn't know if I wanted to do it. And big ups to Wes, man. Let me shout out to Wes. He taught me back into doing it, and I just went bonkers this summer. I brought a lot of more sneakers, not too many, but I brought some more. And sneaker edition took off. It completely took off. This episode, honestly, is supposed to be, I'm supposed to be talking about the awards for the Tonsil League. We're going to get into that because I didn't bring the awards. I didn't bring the trophies. But we'll do that and we'll bring them in, and we'll do that because Tonsil League is about to start up spring's May, June. So in the next month, like 2 weeks, I'll bring them in and we'll give them their awards and we'll do all that. But right now we're going to recap 2025. So 2025 was full of heat. When I mean full of heat. I mean from Jordan to New Balance to Saucony's, as they call Saucony, as they tomato, whatever you want to say. But Reebok, Asics made a big comeback. Air Force Ones, they had their I think it was 30th, I think. Like I said Jordan, Nike in general. So it was just it was a good time to be a sneakerhead and to love sneakers. So I'm just glad that a lot of things are on the up and up, and we're going to talk about that too. Basically talked about my love for it. The sneaker shops, big ups to Sneaker Thrifts. They're one of the sneaker shops in Charlottesville, Virginia. Going to be a sponsor of the YouTube, but that's no here nor there. But big ups to them. They do shoes and all that good stuff too. They sell shoes and all that good stuff. We won't get into all that. But big ups to them. That's just one. And we have a skate shop here on the downtown mall too that I'll be interviewing the owner of that shop for the Who Are You Really podcast, so look out for that. So, but let's get into the sneaker fashion edition, episode 1. Let's get right into it. So there were a lot of hype sneakers for 2025. We're gonna get into 2. Look, this metallic, the Air Jordan 5 metallic black, silver and black metallic 5s was one of the most hype shoes of the year. Yeah, I got them. They were very hard to get, which I didn't think that they were going to be that hard to get, but honestly, they were super hard to get, and I was just like, that was crazy. But these was one of the ones that a lot of people were waiting on, and they came back, and people did not hesitate. They did not sit on the shelves, and this is one of the one. I'm only doing 2. There were a lot, but I'm only doing 2. The next one, oh man, oh baby, the Air Jordan 11 Gamma Blue. They re-released just this past Christmas, and it was a frenzy. When I mean the lure of sneaker community was back in full force. I mean, we had camp outs, we had people waiting in line, and I think that was all orchestrated by Jordan and Nike too. I don't think that was like, something that just, no, I think that was premeditated. They, right before COVID, they had stopped doing this because they saying it was just a lot of craziness going on with the releases, people getting injured, people fighting. There was some gun violences in certain states. So it was a lot of things going on with these sneaker releases that Nike just said, we're not going to do in-store anymore. We're going to just sell online. And at first, it was a big uproar about it, and a lot of people was upset. But, like most things, we adjusted. And then, we just started to order offline. But this past year, Nike came back and they incorporated that. And big ups to them, man. So these are 2, in my opinion, were 2 of the most hype sneakers. There were a lot. I mean, we don't have a long show, so I can't get into all that. But we'll definitely talk about that in the near future. But so the sneaker of the year, we're going to talk about Complex Con had a sneaker of the year panel discussion in Vegas. I was in Vegas. I wasn't in Vegas for this, I was totally upset. I was in Vegas literally the week before. Some reps and some people that were in control of, they had high-ranking positions. They were trying to get me to come back, basically, and just was conflicted schedules. I couldn't get back down there. So I did check it out. And we're going to get into we're going to get into their top 10, and then we're going to discuss a little bit. Then we're going to get into my top 10, and see What's the difference between the two? So the number 10. Number 10. Yeah, number 10 is the Ep.1 Converse. Yes. So the winter red, they came out with the tan too. That was, I think, the tan colorway was the first colorway. No, this might have been the first colorway. But anyway, this is a pretty dope shoe. It's not my top 10. Look, I don't have nothing against Converse. I grew up, I love Converse. Converse is a staple in the sneaker community. Converse is one of the sneakers that started it all. If we want to be, frank about, the culture and what athletes, basketball athletes anyway, were wearing back in the late 70s, early 60s and late 70s at that. So big ups to Converse. I'm not knocking that. But this was their number 10. Number 9 was the Jordan 17 Retro Low SP. Now, I'm in love with the 17s. So I'm gonna leave it at that. There was a couple of them on their list that I was like, but yeah, this is a dope colorway. I'm glad they retroed it. I'm glad they bring it back. This was their number 9. Number 8, excuse me, my bad. Let's go back. Can we go back? There we go. Number 8 was, see, I got a sneak peek at those awakes, huh? But anyway, number 8 was the Little Yachty Air Force Ones. So the Concrete Boys, Lucky Green. The youth love to shoot. Fat Joe said something that was very interesting in the panel discussion that I thought was pretty, it was spot on and I thought it was pretty dope. He said that he's not wowed by this particular shoe. His daughter, who's 19, she loves it. She says it's the best sneaker of all time. It's a great sneaker. I love the sneaker. I didn't get it. I'm probably going to eventually get it, but I didn't get it yet, but I'm gonna get it. He said that he's seen this shoe a million times over. He's seen this shoe. He had it custom a bunch of different times, and I thought about it, and I looked at it. Without that little man right there, the little man they have, if you put the Rasheed Wallace man up there, it's pretty much the same shoe in a low top form. So, he has a point. So, but yeah. So, but yeah, that was number 8, I do believe. Number 7 is, which you already got a sneak peek. My fingers are just going everywhere with this. I can't get it right. There we go. All right, the Jordan 5 Retro Awake, the New York. Now, this is the black version. The pink version, basically, this was there, so number 7, so this was the pink. Me personally, it should have been, and just like Fat Joe and everyone else said on the panel, it should have been ranked a little lower than this. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. You know what I mean? Actually, yep. Actually, no. I'm sorry. No. So this was I put it in the wrong order. So number 7 was the Air Jordan 5. There's number 7. Theirs was number 7. Was the black metallic 5. So number 7 theirs was the black metallic 5s. So the black metallic 5s, which basically were these ones right here. So this was number 7. Now the Wakes was their number 5. So I kind of mixed that up. My bad on that, y'all. But number 6 was the Levi's. The Levi's, the Nike Air Max 95, which was these were pretty dope. I like these. They didn't make my list. They didn't make my list at all. But yeah. So and this was number 5. So this was Complex Con, excuse me, y'all. This was Complex Con number 5. Got a little mixed up. This is, hey, work with me, don't work against me. This is show number 1, so we're going to get it right. But yeah, this is number 5. And number 4, because we already seen the Air Maxes. Number 4, yeah, we've seen those too, were the Jellyfish. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting this controller down. All right, number 5 was a Jellyfish, Adidas Jellyfish. So Pharrell Williams, he had the real green, the Jellyfish, which was, this one honestly was one of the most hyped too. This should have been I should have put this one in there. But this shoe was, oh my goodness, it's still retailing at like over $800-900. It's crazy right now. Big up to my guy, Jose. He got him. Jose, I need the plug, man. I need the plug. But this was number 4. Number 3 was the Nike Air Max 95 OG. Three? Look, now, don't get me wrong. I grew up on this shoe, but 95, I was in 7th grade, 95. I'm telling you my age, yeah. But anyway, Nike Air Max 95 OG. This was their top 3. I mean, to each his own. This is what they agreed on. I thought it was a very, it's still a very clean shoe. I thought it was dope. The nitro gas that Nike used to use for the air bubbles, they don't use anymore for health reasons, so they couldn't use it. So that's why you see a lot of the new Air Maxes with the large bubble that goes all the way around now, and it's like very big now. So they, but they went back to the old format of this using other materials. So I thought that was pretty dope. So, but yeah, number 3. So that's their number 3. Number 2, man, the undefeated force. Fat Joe was pretty upset about this because Fat Joe was saying that he paid $45,000 for his pair, which was released almost 15 years ago. It was 15 years ago, something like that, a little over 15 years ago. And he paid $45,000 for them. And he's saying now they have re-released and they're $200 and the value has gone down. And the rest of the people on the panel was like, we don't care. That's rich people problems. And look, I'm on the side of both. I do think Jordan probably should have, because Jordan always does this. Like with certain silhouettes that are like grails, they'll bring out the retro version, but like in a different colorway. Like they'll change up the sole here and there, or they'll add something different to it. And I think they kind of should have, just to keep the mystique and just to keep the lure of the regular version. I would have kind of switched this one up. But hey, nonetheless, the retros are retros. They definitely made my list too. And number 1, which is pretty much on everybody's list. I mean, what can we say? The Air Jordan 4 Retro OG SPs. Yes, these were in my storage too. And yes, they got stolen, but I got another pair. Yeah, I was pretty upset. But yeah, I didn't get to wear them in summertime though. So I mean, I had some stuff, man. I'm gonna do a little different this summer. I'm gonna really go really retro this summer, but we'll talk about that. But anyway, this was their number 1 pick, the Nigel Sylvester Brick by Brick. This shoe is just amazing, oh man, I love, red's my favorite color. So I'm just completely in love with it anyway. So that's just, how it, But their should have made it list. So they're, we all have them. And the Vans, the Chanel Vans, which was one of them, the Chanel Vans, these are the Nike Vimo Pluses. They should have made it too, they said. The Chanel Vans, which are right here, these are amazing, man. I'm thinking about getting these for the summer. I really like them. I really like the rustic look. Just a simple, but yet straight to the point shoe, man. In Vans, they don't really do too much. Simplicity is the best, and a lot of times that works. So big ups to Vans on that. I agree with them. The J-Tips Saucony's that we're going to talk about, they are on my list. They should have made it. Shout out to my boy Kels. Shout out to Kels, man. Kels had them on this summer. I still ain't got them yet, which is weird. I don't know how. I'm gonna pull a trigger. I'm gonna pull a trigger. No pun intended, but I'm gonna get those. The Nike GT Wales. We're gonna talk. Those might be in the building. Those sneakers might be in the building right now. We could pull on them, and we may get a good look at those. I don't know, but those should have made the list. And the Nike Air 1 Low Nigel Sylvesters, I think should have made their list and didn't make my list, but big ups to them. The Better With Time joint. So yeah, man. So let's get into my list. Top 10. So what we talked about was, yeah, there we go. So we talked about the Saucony the Sauconys, as they would call them. Shout out to my boy Kels, man. These joints should have been in their list. It wasn't. It did make my list, though. Yes. Big ups to Jay Tips, man. Definitely going got my team working, man. We're trying to get to him and get an interview with him. No, we probably got to go up there, but definitely get up there and interview him up in NY, man. So big ups to him for the I love you, but I'm busy. I love you, girl, but I'm busy. That's, I mean, if that isn't summed up in pretty much everyone's everyday life, I love you, but I'm busy. You know. But yeah, this is number 10. I love this. I love the colorway. I love everything about this shoe. So big ups to Saucony, man, making a huge, huge comeback. And the Tokyo 5s, man, the Tokyo 5s, which are probably about 400 or 500 right now. I don't know. I don't know why these didn't make their list, but to each his own. A lot of people say that, well, you already got the Awake 5s in. Look, if the sneaker is hot, the sneaker is hot. And these are grails. These right here, they came out years ago. They re-released, and people went in a frenzy. People was in a frenzy when they first released, but they was in a frenzy when these joints dropped, man. So these are my number 9 joints right here. These right here, I have a picture of me with these on. These were in my stores too. These got stolen. I have the picture. It's on my social media. I got these back too. But it was a lot, man. A lot that I kind of got back, but I didn't. The Drakes, the Air Force Ones, the 2 different colorways. Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, these are my number 8, man. When I mean, I didn't get these on the first go around. Because it was just crazy to camp out. So this was when I was telling y'all about before COVID. It was around about 2017, 16, 15, 13. When these joints dropped right here, oh my goodness, it was pandemonium. And it was just crazy. And I always told myself, if they re-release, I'm going to get my hands on them. And they did, and I did. And I think that these should have been in the top 10 because, I mean, the hype over was crazy. Everyone won them. Now, they're not that expensive right now. You know, they're still above retail, but they're not that expensive. So if you still have a need to go out and get those, man, you know, you can still get these for a pretty decent price, man. So number 7 is the Awakes. Now it's the pink Awakes. Now I just put up the black, but it's the pink Awakes, which we'll go to. I'm pretty sure they're on the next 2 slides over. But the pink Awakes are my 7th pick for top 10 sneakers of the year. They were just clean, amazing shoe with the A. I'm in love with these. Honestly, these didn't make my all-time favorite shoes, but I'm probably gonna have to put them in the honorable mention now. I'm doing that. I'm doing that now. That's what I'm doing. All right, number 6. Number 6 is the Jordan 4s. Number 6 is the Jordan 4s. Undefeateds. Man, oh man. Shout out to Wayne, man. He wore these. He was one of the first ones. I could say he wore these. I don't know how much he paid for them though. But he wore these in summertime, and I missed it. Look, man, my camera was messed up, and I didn't get the footage that I need to get, and he was pretty upset, and I thought I was recording when I wasn't recording, so yeah, big ups to him, though. But this is my number 6, man. And right here, the Nike GT Futures, which was slept on. And one thing about these awards, just like the Grammys, they start late in the year with their selection process. So most of the time they start at the end of the year. So when they start, it's like they ended around like October. So if shoes are releasing in November and December, like this one, like this, and the Gammas, I'm probably not going to be considered for sneaker of the year. But I'm not doing that. They released in 2025, so they made my sneaker of the year at number 5, and they were a DMV release, man. Big ups to my boy Dada. I keep mentioning his name here. Sneaker Threats, man. He's a close friend of Wale. So he told me to come up there with him. I couldn't get up there, but he got him. He had a couple pair. I snatched up a pair. So big ups to him, and big ups to Wale on this album. I love that album. All About Nothing album of the year. So you got a sneaker for sneaker of the year, And then you got a nomination for Album of the Year from me. So it is what it is, man. And like we was talking about the Gammas, man, like these were another one that released in 2025. They released at the end of the year, just like the GT futures that we just looked at, the Wale joints. Since they released at the end of the year, they wasn't necessarily in sneaker of the year conversations for a lot of the panels and a lot of sneaker enthusiasts. But like I said, this is my top 10 sneaker of the year, and they came out in 2025, so they are coming in at number 4. And I had these when they dropped. I had to get them again, but man, I got some amazing memories with these right here, as far as my independency and on how, oh man, it's a lot of good memories with these right here, a lot of good memories. Rolling in at number 3 is the Adidas Star Jellyfish, the Pharrell Williams Real Green. These right here was, like I talked about, one of the most hyped. This is a very, very clean shoe. I love this shoe. I love the orange. I love the colorways. So it gives me a Balenciaga feel, but nonetheless, it's a very clean shoe, and I definitely love this shoe. Number 2 is, oh, wait. I did it again. So number 2, so that Black Awake that I showed y'all at number 7, when I said that was the Awake, that was my number 7, that was actually the Black Metallic 5s. So excuse me, I sent the wrong picture to the production staff and getting that right. But that number 7, that was right after the foam posits, is the Black Metallic 5s, not the Awakes. So number 7 is the Black Metallic 5s for my top 10. Number 2, so this is number 2, would be the Awakes. So the Awakes is not number 7, like I showed you. I'm sorry about that. But the Awakes is my number 2. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, I thought that was interested when I was looking at that. I was saying, but let me just keep talking. But anyway, I love everything about this shoe. The stitching, the all pink, like I forgot her name. She was saying on the panel, it's so hard to come out with a shoe that's all pink and have it universally accepted. I think the pearls, I think the KD pearls, unpearls, the foam posits, the pink foam posits, the Wale DMV pearl foam posits, them joints. And I think these are just, it's not many pink shoes that can be widely accepted all across the board, and this is my number 2. So once again, I apologize, y'all. Number 7 is the Metallic 5s. Number 7 is the Metallic 5s, and number 2, for my list, it would be the Awake NY Jordan 5. So big ups to all of them over there, man, at Awake, and just what they did with that collaboration, man. Big ups to them. And I mean, just the Grail, the sneaker of the year. I mean, in everybody's list, I don't think this shoe is not on anyone's top 3 of 2025. And if it is, and I mean, hey, it may be, but the majority of the people that this shoe, the sneaker that we're looking at right now, it's in a lot of people's top 3. So the Air Jordan 4 Retro OG, Nigel, so that's the Brick by Brick, is my and pretty much a lot of people's number 1 sneaker of 2025. It was a lot of heat in 2025. That is pretty much my list. Yeah, so we was talking about Wale and because of those jellyfishes, but we was talking about Wale and what's that? There we go. All right, so we were talking about we were talking about Wale, and we're gonna get into the GT futures, but Wale said that this particular shoe, and I didn't put the clip, I should have had the clip, but he said this particular shoe, and you can head over to the YouTube and say a couple of days, and the Instagram, and you'll see, you know what I mean, I'll probably have a clip of Wale talking about this, and then we'll go to a clip of this show right here. But anyway, Wale said this was his favorite. He said this is the best sneaker of all time. Hands down, this is the all-time grail of sneakers when it comes to sneakers, the Nike Air Foamposite Total Max. Tim Duncan. This is the Tim Duncan joints, man. I had these also. They ran small, so when I got them, I didn't get them in the right size that I needed to get them in. So when I got them, they were pretty much, after about a year and a half, they started running small. I got them in like an eight and a half, I think. I don't know. But the rumored is that they are releasing in 2026. So I, like everyone else, I'm pretty excited, man. Pretty excited, man. So, yeah, man, that was pretty much the list. That was, Wale had a lot of things to talk about. Let's get into some of my pickups. Before we get into my all-time favorites, let's get into some of my pickups that I picked up this year. Like I said, y'all know I told y'all that I was, some of my stuff was vandalized and I lost a lot of my sneakers, but I still have a lot, and I mean a lot. But yeah, let's get into some of my pickups that I have today, and they're on the table here. And yeah, man. So first, we're gonna talk about. Put this down. First, we're gonna talk about what I have on my feet right now, which is the Oregon Ducks. They come in 3 different shoestring colorways. So we got the green that's on right now. These are still pretty much, they're over 200, but these are still, you can still get these right now for a pretty good price. I know they're gonna end up going up. The tan ones, which I may wear too, the tan ones, but they come in the 2 different types of regular white and then the actual orange, which I may have to put these on summertime. But they're not your conventional shoestrings. They're the newer, the thick shoestrings, which I like. So they're pretty dope. They're pretty cool. These right here, a lot of people, it was like, and I didn't bring a lot. I just grabbed, I didn't grab really anything. I was pretty upset. But this is just what I grabbed and I seen right quick because I was running late. But these are the Wu-Tang. I bring these because Wu-Tang is on their, they were on their tour, their final tour of forever. And they're going on an international tour, 2026 this year, but that's it. So I just wanted to commemorate them by, getting this. I wore this summertime with a whole Wu-Tang outfit. These are pretty dope. They're the Wu-Tang Dunks, man. I think these are pretty, yeah, you see the Wu-Tang on the tongue. This is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Hold on, let me get that. There we go. The Wu-Tang on the tongue. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was one of my pickups. Right here we have the, oh man, this is crazy. They need to bring these back. He bring these cards back. Jordan said he's bringing back, yeah, you see that? The vintage. Y'all see this card? Look how vintage this card is. And it's old. It's like 13 years old. Yeah, this is it. I put the 8 in there. This is not the 8 we're looking at, it's 17, but I just had this card. I should have laminated it because it's probably worth some money on eBay, but who knows. But anyway, so this is another, this is like certain, like, I need to start wrapping these up because it look like they're starting to come apart. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's time to get these back, yeah. Well, these won't be worn no more anyway, but I wore these once. Yeah, I see it. Oh man, I didn't even see that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to get these worked on. I'm glad I pulled these out. But yeah, these haven't been worn in, I don't know. I mean, these are, you do research on it, they're super old, man. I'm gonna have to get these wrapped up and maybe get the sole fix on them. But definitely the Jordan 16s, black, they came with these, man. These was one of, man, when I wore these in high school, man, yeah, so definitely gonna have to save these because they're starting to come apart. Let's see if this one is the same. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, that's good to know, though. And, like anything, that's why you got to wear your kicks, man. You got to wear your sneakers because that's one thing about sneakers is they will deteriorate. So you got to wear your sneakers. So we've been talking about the Wale's and the GTs. So these right here, man, Wale done this big one with these right here, man. I must say, they came with the bag. This was definitely a pickup, the GT, excuse me, I'm sorry. The GT Future bag, which is pretty dope. The box is just amazing. I mean, the box is just crazy. Just big ups to Nike and their packaging, just amazing. But yeah, man, so these are right here. These are just like, they call it GT Futures. They are definitely from the future. These are the DMV thread. You can see the Wale tag. The white ones and any other versions that release will not have this Wale tag. This was strictly a DMV release, and that's it. These are basically the Wale. I mean, they're all the GT Wales, but these are the official ones. So I thought this shoe was pretty clean. I'm in love with this shoe, actually. Gonna get the other colorways and yeah, the yellow one. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty dope. So just a couple pickups of mine in the 2025. Got some more, but didn't bring them. But yeah, so that is pretty much what I picked up in 2025, man. So basically, how we're gonna be doing it is here at E. Jones Sneaker and Fashion Edition is we're gonna be interviewing some people here and there, but for the most part, we're gonna talk about the culture, talk about what's hot, what's not hot, and check out all the dope feet pieces. You know what I mean? My mind is a little going wild now because I checked out my 16s and I was looking at the sole like, oh my goodness. But yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we all have an all-time all-time favorite shoe, right? Like since we were young. I have 5. I just thought I'm gonna put that awake in the honorable mention. But I just want to, before we ended the show, I just want to kind of go over some of my favorite shoes since I was pretty much a tot, and the meaning behind those shoes to me. And before we get up out of here, so let's talk about the first one, which would be the Nike number 5. We were talking about these, the Total Foam Posit. These are the number 5. Wale's number 1. They're in my top 5. They definitely in my top 5. Number 1. I love these shoes. I mean, this shoe is just amazing. So this all-time favorite. Yeah, I seen the Red Octobers because my finger was just so fat. I'm too fast. But the Red Octobers, man, I'm pretty upset that not only there was a bad relationship that ended with Adidas, the same thing with Nike, with Kanye West. And just a complete visionary when it comes to just the arts, fashion, and this was one of those silhouettes that was just amazing. So the Red October is still in 4 figures. I think it's about 4 figures, still 4 figures. So yeah, man, dope shoe, dope shoe. And the next one is the Concord. Oh my goodness, the Concord, man, Air Jordan 11 Concord. I love this shoe. The shoe meant a lot to me. I just have great memories of this shoe along with the 16s, back in high school. And big ups to this shoe, man. So I love this shoe. And the next 2 are probably 2 shoes that you're probably like, whoa. I know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, I don't know, the Nike Air Force 1. This was number 2 on my list. Number 2. I had these shoes. I got the shoe in '98, and I got it from my daughter's mother. You know what I mean? Yeah. Back that's how long ago. You know, shout out to her. But I got it for her and me at the Landover Mall in Maryland. We went up there. It was a 3-story mall. Went up there and I seen them. They was on the 2nd story, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I know ain't nobody gonna ever have these. I got back home. There was one person with them, but it was Hollywood, and he was a known guy in the community. Let's just say that. And he had them on, and I was like, where you get these from? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, you don't know. I was like, I got them. So we was the only 3 in Charlottesville that had these at that time. And I messed mine up because they was easily creased and wrinkled. My daughter's mother, she kept us for a while. They had the bubble on the strap. They were the jewel joints. They had a bubble on the strap. So I really, oh man, I really love these shoes. I seen that they was in New York at Chinatown, not Chinatown, Soho. In New York, you can get them. I think they're there at the factory, the Air Force One, the Nike little. You can make your shoes, or you can see Grails there. I don't know if they're for sale, but I need these shoes. This is one shoe that I've been out there for well over 20 years. Well over 20 years. And yeah, so this is number 2, man, my all-time favorite shoe. I love this shoe. I love Air Force Ones. I fell in love with Jordan's Air Force Ones, but this was kind of the one that really sticks out. This one and this one. The LA Gear Lights. Oh my goodness, I know a lot of you are too young that's gonna see this on YouTube or watching this right now on the Public Access Network. But these shoes right here, oh my goodness, amazing. You see they light up in the back, right? So that little light in the back actually came out. They were like a little, it was like a little, I wouldn't say a chip. It was an LED light. This is before, you see all these weird little shoes now with all the LEDs and stuff. This was where it was originated from. LA Gear, back in the early 90s, man. I had a pair of all black suede. I didn't have the leather ones like this. I had mine was all black low suede though. And these was, nobody really had, I don't know. That's why I say my mom, man, I don't know. It was like crazy, man. She kept me fresh. But these was, this is my Grail, man. This is one shoe that I love to this day. And if I can get my hands on them, which is gonna be hard because the ones that I want is gonna be super, super hard. But if I can get my hands on these, man, yeah, definitely, man. So, yeah, man, so that was my top 5. And this, I had 2 that made it. I told you, this was the Jewel. I wore these back in '97. The ones at the bottom, I had both of them. I had the black and the white. The black ones, oh my goodness. Man, I love that shoe. And the material was leather, but it was like a crinkly leather, the black ones that is. The regular one was the regular Timberland leather. It was the regular leather. But the ones on the lower at the bottom, they were the weird leather. It was the weirdest thing ever. I really love those, man. So those are ones that I like. And I didn't talk about these. These were released in 2025, the end of 2025. So these were another one that probably maybe could have made someone's list. It didn't make my list, but it was a lot of uproar in New York. And I think the boutique, the Lambs, Please Post Bills, the Nike Air Force One low, excuse me. They were pretty dope, man. And I just forgot about these, so I wanted to talk about these right quick. Get into that. So yeah, that's basically, they need to make an award show. So that's basically it far as the shoes and top 10 complex list, complex con list, and E. Jones sneaker and fashion edition's top 10 list. A lot of similarities, but some are different. So basically, there need to be an award show. We need to have some type of award show for these, because there's so many different categories for these shoes. So we need to have some type of an award show for these type of things because you can go so many different ways with the sneakers and in so many different categories, man. So, but with that being said, this is the Sneaker and Fashion Edition, episode 1. I thank you all for tuning in, and it's only gonna get bigger and better from here. And wait. I don't think we're done. We got some, before we go out, we're gonna talk about a couple of the releases of the 2026 that are about to drop. We got the Wolf Grays and a bunch of other things that are about to drop coming up. So, my bad, Steph Curry, before we talk about that, Steph Curry has been on, I wanna talk about Steph Curry real quick. Steph Curry has been on a crazy sneaker run, y'all. Been on a crazy sneaker run. If you know anything about it, Gil Arenas and Kobe Bryant, they did a sneaker free agency. Basically what that means is they were out of their sneaker deal, and for that whole year, they were wearing different other brands, just trying to figure out where they were gonna sign a contract with. I think Steph Curry took a page out of both of their books, and he's revamped it everywhere. Because everywhere he's going, he's not just wearing shoes like they did. Like, he's going specifically to these arenas in these states with history behind certain shoes. Right here, he's in the Atlanta Hawks last night. He was in Atlanta. He played Atlanta. So playing Atlanta, he wore the Deons. Dion's first team that he played for was the Atlanta Falcons. So, and it's just little things like that that he does. And I could go, I don't have the rest of the pictures, but I could go on and on. And we may end up going back on the next episode and talking about his free agent run, because it has been one for the ages. 2026, we got the Levi's. The Levi's are making a comeback, you guys. We talked about the Air Maxes. They got the black denim that's releasing in 2026. We got the Valentine's Day Air Jordan 4s. The women are gonna love these. They were released in February, obviously, 2026. So we got a couple weeks left. Women, fellas, get the checkbooks out, get the ATM cards ready, because they gonna want these, man. All right, we got the whip grains like I talked about, and the Air Jordan 6 reverse infrared. So there'll be the reverse infrareds. I'm waiting on both of these, actually, because I had both of these. My daughter and her mom, we took pictures in this back 2013. I think it was about 13, 14 years ago, man. We got pictures of us in these right here, man. So that's pretty dope. The Air Jordan 3 True Blues, I'm looking forward to them. I'm gonna recreate a lot of different things, man. The Air Jordan 9 Flint Gray, y'all know what I'm talking about soon. The Air Jordan 9 Space Jam, I can't wait for those. And the Flint 13s. Oh man, yes. So it's gonna be a great, great time for Jordans this summer and spring. The Toro Bravo Air Jordan 4s and the Air Jordan 13 Chicago's, man. Yes, we gotta get them. Gotta have those. Gotta have those. And the Air Jordan 5 Black and University Blue, and then the Air Jordan 4 Toro Yellows, and the Air Jordan Low Band, and then the Air Jordan 10 Sacramento's. And rounding it out is the Air Jordan 11 Space Jams for the holiday seasons. You know how Jordan brand does it. And probably Black Friday will be the Air Jordan 4 Breads. The Space Jams is definitely going to be Christmas. But yeah, so that's the lineup for 2026. Yeah, we got those blue. They're coming out too. Those blue and black Jordan, I think they're the highs. We got the 7s. I think those are the Oreo joints, I think. Don't quote me. We got the Travis Scott lows. The Travis Scott, they all seem to look like the same. The lows seem to look like the same now. I don't know, but whatever. Hey, my daughter, she had these too. Oh man, back in the day, back in school, I remember in high school. Oh man, Air Jordan lows. Oh man, what a time to be alive, man. And I told y'all about the Jordan 6 reverse. You can see the difference from 2019, from 2026, but mine was actually 2013. So mine looked different than the 2019. I didn't get the 2019s though, so yeah. And that's another picture of them and what they look like. So yeah, man. So that is pretty much all the releases of 2026. We talked about the releases of 2025 and what they meant to the culture and our top 10s. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Sneaker and Fashion Edition, man. I'm your boy E. Jones, and until we meet again, wear your kicks. Don't let them sit. Follow me on Instagram at The Real E. Jones. That's with a Z on Instagram, and Eric Jones with a Z on Facebook. And follow me on the YouTube pages. So it's E. Jones TV, E. Jones with a Z TV. Follow that page, and then we got the Who Are You Really podcast, which is heating up. But yeah, definitely the sneaker. Follow those, and the Instagram. We dropping content daily. So yeah, man, big ups to that, man. Follow me, and I'll catch y'all next week.